everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about everything you need to know about sex drive, which is your libido. So if you don't know what a libido is, it means your sex drive, how high it is and how it can decrease as well. So let's learn something new. And if you have something to share about it, do not be shy. Just drop it in the section below for me so that I can also learn what you know, okay? So, everything we need to know about sex drive and the libido. So, every person has their own sex drive. Everybody. So, a number of factors may cause it to decrease or increase. Now, people may use the term high sex drive to mean an increase in desire for sex. So if someone says I've got a high sex drive, it means they have an increase in desiring for sex. Now, libido, which is another word for sex drive, like I said, varies from person to person. Everybody's different. Some people have a high one, some people have a low one. So it can also fluctuate due to a range of factors such as exercise, age, stress, and other things as well. Now, what is the definition? Sex drive or libido refers to a person's desire to engage in sexual activity, okay? A low libido refers to a decreased desire relating to sex, while a high libido is an increase in desire for sex. So it's pretty simple, really. So what are the causes for high sex drive? What are the causes? Some reasons that a person may have a higher sex drive. It could be quite a few things. So let's have a look at that. It could be exercising. When you engage in physical exercises, it tends to increase your sex drive because obviously your heart rate is, rising up and things are kicking off in the body. So it can cause your sex drive to be high. Stimulants like cocaine can cause an increase in your libido. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, it's a drug. So people with Parkinson's disease, for example, may receive dopamine replacement therapy, and these can cause hypersexuality, like sexual behavior, increasing that. And also testosterone as well can also cause you to have a higher sex drive. Now, causes of a lower sex drive. Some reasons some people have a lower sex drive could include the menopause. So if you find that you don't really feel the desire to have sex as much as before, it's because of your libido, it's because of menopause. Sexual hormones decreases, and these can cause a decline in sex drive and arousal, okay? It can also be because of your religion and culture as well. Now, people who are subject to highly restrictive religious or cultural beliefs may have lower levels of sexual desire because that's possibly the last thing that they're thinking about. Also, your mental health. This is why they say that mental health is very important, to make sure that you are correct up there, you are stress-free, everything's okay, and your mental state is not affected. So it does play, when you're stressed, you don't feel like obviously having sex, so your mental health is very important. Mental health conditions such as anxiety or depression may have a higher risk of difficulty with sexual health. It does play on your arousal and decreases your drive. Age as well. Sex can have it can cause you to especially when you get to around 60 or so, it gives you that decrease in your libido as well. Obesity is another one that can also lead to a lower sex drive. We have chronic conditions as well, such as diabetes, heart diseases can also cause difficulties with sexual health, which may also reduce your sex drive. Pregnancy as well. Can also reduce your sexual activity during pregnancy. That obviously is something which is understandable. Relationship satisfaction as well. Libido of some females may decrease depending on the satisfaction in the relationship. So if they're not being satisfied, they wouldn't feel like they want to, have sex. Medication as well, like chemotherapy in men, female hormone, birth control, and things like that. Antidepressants can also cause a decrease in sex drive. So now the question is, I'm sure you're asking, is how do we increase our sex drive? How do you increase your sex drive? So let's look at some of these things, methods to increase the sex drive, to have a better sex drive, sex life. The first one is sex therapy. The therapists can assist with sexual difficulties, so they're there to help increase your sex drive. So it is good to have support from a therapist to reach your orgasm, for example. Also increase your sleep. Having the right amount of sleep is very, very important. It plays a lot on so many things. So aim to get a lot of sleep. Aphrodisiacs, for example, is also good. Even certain foods like strawberries and chocolates, raw oysters, apparently are aphrodisiacs properties, which help with your sex drive increase. Exercise can also increase your libido. Testosterone therapy can also do that. So what is a normal sex drive? Like, what is normal? It is best to view sex drive as a spectrum. Okay, so what someone may consider normal may be different from another person. Sex drive can also fluctuate, leading to a higher or a lower libido. So in some cases, a person's sex drive may become extremely high or extremely low. This may develop into a sexual functioning disorder, which can include the female sexual interest or arousal disorder, and also the compulsive sexual behavior, which is an impulse disorder as well. So it depends on the person. If someone can find my sex drive different from how I perceive it, so it depends on the individual. Now, so sex drive is like a spectrum, like I said, and what may be typical for one person may not be useful for the other. So there are many reasons which a person may have a high or low sex drive, like I said. Now, let's look at the 10 natural ways to boost your libido. 10 natural ways to boost your libido. So I hope that video helps you guys, and if you have any questions or any input, please do let me know, and I hope you have a good week. Ciao.